Hi Aries, long time no read. I'm here to do just a general Celtic cross. I'm going to try to read it both ways. I just kind of felt called to do this for everybody for the month of July. So, yeah, this will be good for July 2021. I'll try to read it in both ways as best I can, but whatever comes out, comes out. Obviously, I've already pulled a spread for you. Um, I like it. Okay, let's dive in. So, we have your current situation here as the Six of Swords. Okay, so you're moving on from something. Moving on to calmer waters is pretty typical meaning for that card. And clarifying that, we have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Swords. You are definitely choosing happiness over a fight. I feel like you have fought already. You fought really hard for what you believe in here. So much so, like, you've taken some hits, okay? And it's almost like, is it worth it? Or maybe I should just call it. It's kind of like learning when to fight or pick and choose your battles. So you're moving on. And you're being crossed by the Sun card. So again, really choosing happiness here, your own happiness. In terms of a career, you could have been either unhappy in the job itself or unhappy with a certain situation or a coworker in the job, but just unhappy and trying to move on, right? With this Four of Swords, I feel like you succeeded. Like maybe you either nipped the problem in the bud or you went and got yourself a different job, changed your situation in some way. Whatever the way, though, you're feeling a lot better about it with the Sun card. Now, at the foundation of the problem is, once again, we have the Nine of Wands here. So we had the Nine of Wands clarifying the Six of Swords, and now here we have the Nine of Wands again at the foundation of the problem. So really, I feel like, and it's a card of conviction, it's about standing up for what you believe in, like holding your post, standing your ground. Even when all hope is lost, you're still sitting there fighting, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like in a lot of ways we tend to give up quickly versus standing and fighting for something. But I have to wonder here, though, because clarifying this, we've got the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So liar, cheater, stealer with the Seven of Swords. It can also be about doing things on your own, maybe not going through the team per se, but trying to tackle something on your own here. Maybe not taking everything so seriously, you know what I mean? Like, do I really need to follow all the rules? That kind of thing. With this ace here, there was some kind of a new beginning that sparked you feeling like you needed to defend yourself and not really sure how to go about it is really what I see here. And so I feel like it came out in more of this Seven of Wands, like this guy's not messing around. I feel like that's how it came out, even though that wasn't necessarily your goal. So what just popped into my mind too is finding a better way to communicate now. But that's really at the root of the problem. Now in your focus here, we have the Five of Swords, which really isn't all that surprising because you've moved into the Six of Swords. So we have clarifying the Five of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, Father of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So there was a situation that involved your stability. So this could very well be your job or your position within your family unit. Like maybe you're having relationship problems. Something was threatened here. It was an argument. It was an upset, and it really got you thinking a lot, I guess, about the past here with the Six of Cups, and taking a lot of action too quickly. I feel like things were said too harshly. Things were said too quickly here. And, again, it kind of comes back to, to this energy, this Seven of Wands energy. That I feel like that wasn't really what you wanted, but that's kind of just what happened. In your recent past, we have the Six of Pentacles here. So there was some type of a balance. You had reached some kind of a balance, whether it was a work situation or a home situation. So I feel like this was fairly recent for you guys. You know, the overall feeling here was the Six of Wands, which, by the way, you have a lot of sixes. You have the Six of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Swords. Sixes are good. Sixes are about balance, they're about reciprocity, getting back what you've put in. So even though I feel like this maybe was a little bit of a tough and rumble time in your recent or in your current situation where recently you were doing really good, and then all of a sudden there was like a big blowout about something, you know, you still have victory here. So kind of keep fighting the good fight, I guess. In your near future, we have the Queen of Swords. And clarifying that, we have the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ten of Wands. I mean, what I really get from this here, Aries, is I think that you are going to make a decision to stop doing things the hard way. I think that you are ready to cut away some crap out of your life, and that might be, you know, either your professional life or your personal life, but you're ready to have this Nine of Cups. You know, and I think for you, this is about making a decision. You know, the Lover's card is the choice. So I think that you are going to choose to put all these damn wands down and just start doing you. You know, Nine of Cups is a very independent energy. It's very emotionally fulfilling. And sometimes saying what you need to say, like, that's what you got to do to have that. So I see that coming up for you. There's also, you know, in the energy of your environment, we have the Empress, which is a very nurturing, very productive energy. It's an energy of succeeding, of people being around you that want you to succeed. And what I really see here is clarifying that we have the Strength card, the Father of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So it's about like mastering your ego, mastering that part of you that just wants to like say, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to walk off. Because this person is really helping you. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, okay? So whoever is in your environment, whether this be, you know, your partner, like a marital partner or a business partner, or maybe it's just a good friend or a coworker, but someone in your environment is really helping you and being very nurturing toward you at this time, is really wanting you to succeed here. So in your feels, we've got the Page of Swords, which I really, as far as feelings go, like Aries, I think it's time to do some meditation and reconnect here, because we've got the Hanged Man, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. I mean, you're connected with your emotions in the ways that make people go on pills, you know? I mean, and hey, if you need to go see a therapist, just do it, you know? Don't sugarcoat that. Okay. If that's something that you need, that's nothing to be ashamed of, right? But I really see like there's a lot of disappointment here. You could be dealing with a Pisces, because Pisces really came out strongly for me in this card. But you know, there's also Leo, Libra, who else really popped out to me? Taurus also really popped out to me. But yeah, Pisces for some reason just really connected with me. So, you know, in terms of a relationship, you could be really trying to decide here if, you know, is this going to be a good relationship that really lasts? Now, speaking in terms of a job, it's the exact same idea. You know, is it really worth it? It causes me a lot of anxiety, right? I'm disappointed more than half of the time, and I don't know what to do. Well, don't get me wrong. The Hanged Man is a really great energy of trying to really, you know, it's about taking that pause to figure things out. What I will caution you against is overthinking it. Your intuition, that gut instinct, that's the right answer. I mean, and it's very rarely the easy answer, but it is the right answer. Because, you know, you're showing up here and your feelings as the Page of Swords. You know, this is a student. This is a person who really has no clue, has no mastery, but is willing to learn, right? So I think it's time to step up and honor how you feel. It's time to really accept how you truly feel about this situation instead of making excuses, which is really what I'm getting here. Okay, so your hopes or your fears, we have the Knight of Wands. This is like my adventure person, okay? This dude has no idea how to fight that dragon, but he gonna try, okay? So clarifying that, we have the Magician, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Eight of Swords. So once again, second guessing your own manifestation. The Magician, all the resources, you already have everything that you need to go on this adventure. You do have what it takes to conquer this dragon, but you're overthinking it. You're sitting back going, well, I don't know. You know, I hadn't planned on this. This wasn't a part of my plan. This wasn't a part of my master plan here. Sometimes not every little component of life can be planned, and that's okay. And I feel like some of you guys have been stuck. I feel like part of this energy has been kind of sitting there for a long time. And I feel like in the recent past, you had almost like come to accept it. It's almost like a wave, you know, where like the tide went down and you're like, okay, I guess I can deal with this. But then the tide came back up and now you're like, bah, again. But now the tide's going back down and now you're like refocusing, you know, moving on to calmer waters. So I feel like this is a wave for you. Okay. Now the outcome, your outcome is awesome. We have the Star. This is hopes, wishes, dreams coming true, a lot of healing, a lot of, you know, the belief that you can make it too. Okay, if it can happen for somebody else, it can also happen for you. And I love seeing this energy as an outcome because this is really a shift in perspective, right? Because if you believe this, then you will manifest, but you got to get out of your head about it. So clarifying this, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords again, right? Moving on, and the Sun card. So if you'll notice, we've got Six of Swords and the Sun, and now we have Six of Swords and the Sun with the Four of Pentacles, which is basically just saying, don't give up. Do not give up on this. Whatever the situation is, whether it's a career, whether it's a marital situation or a relationship situation or a business idea or whatever, you know, apply it how it resonates. But don't give up on this. I think, you know, there really is more to this. But I think that it's time to say what you need to say. It's time to get out of your head. It's time to utilize the resources that are around you. There's people around you that do want to see you succeed, even though it may not seem like it at times, right? And continue to focus, continue to expand here. Just don't be in your head about it. So I'm going to get you a self-care card. All right, Aries. For July, what's the best thing they can do for themselves for July 2021? What's the best thing Aries can do for themselves? And we have, look at that, look to the stars. Look to the stars. Continue to dream. It's not over. It's not over. Okay? All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. If this resonated, please let me know, and I will see you before August, I promise. Okay, bye.